Gulf Storm. That's what it was, right? Like Operation Gulf Storm.
Desert Storm.
Desert Storm. I'm sorry. Of course. Yeah.
Desert Shield first.
I was like 6. I think I was 6 or 7 when that shit happened.
Aw.
But you were like 20, right? Roughly.
Were you a felon yet?
Okay. Were you old enough?
Like a senior.
Okay, you were in high school.
I was right there.
Enough.
Yeah. Well, I finished high school at 18. So like, I think that's February. I became 18 as it was happening. Like,
I don't know how much you want to talk about it, but like, was that a stressful time to like watch the war on TV?
I remember this. I had a teacher who served in Vietnam, and he brought out this newspaper. You know, when the U.S. first enters a conflict, it gets printed in like a font you only see when wars start or end. And
That's the war, guys.
Wow, that's hilarious. It's giant. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like maybe you've seen this. And it was Ocean City's paper, the Sentinel.
It's
Ledger.
war.
That's literally it. Literally. He holds the newspaper out and it says it's war. And it took like the whole top of the fold. And this guy was a vet. And he's like, this is it. If you spend any amount of time in the armed forces, there's gonna be a war. That's how America works.
Yeah.
And he just kind of laid out like, we go to war a lot. This is what war is like. He didn't say there was going to be a draft or anything. He would just like, it's no joke. It's not as much fun as you think it is.
Wow.
It's not a good way to prove masculinity. It's awful. You won't like it. And it's very real. You know, because I think maybe he was talking to the people who fantasized about getting into the war. Mm-hmm. And which wasn't me. I was going to be a CPA. That was my line in life. But it hit so heavy when he just pulled out the paper and he's like, you can't serve without there being a war. This is your reality.
Wow.
I graduated high school in 2004. So we watched Shock and Awe on TV in high school.
Part 2.
So like it was like, man, if I had joined right out of high school, they'd have had to pick between several conflicts to send me to.
Do this. 2
wars going.
Say you serve 4 years or 8 years. Can you think of a span where we haven't been at war for that long?
No, not. It depends how you define war. But like I remember as a kid, like there was Iraq, and then there was a shit in Bosnia or whatever.
Yeah, Yugoslavia.
And the stealth bomber went down, and it was always something. It's always been something. Like every president has had his war.
A crazy threat, a military action. You know, even though with Reagan there was Grenada, Panama, then with George H.W. There's always something going on where you know it might not be a war per se, but
conflict,
they're military people and they are going and shooting and being shot at constantly. So
yeah, that's the other thing. Like it's the whole thing in the newspaper is from a time gone by, because you could print the newspaper every day for the last 50 years and make it say it's war, and it'd be pretty fucking accurate.
It's war. Well, honey, I'm off to the recruiting office. And they'd all just, march out. 1 million people signed up today to go show the Hun what we're made of. And now it's like, oh yeah, there's been a war going on for 20 fucking years. No one knows.
Did you see
one
that
really
stat
addresses
Zach
it.
put up? 222 out of the last 239 years we've been at war. And that's since 2017. You could tack 5 more onto each of those numbers. 227.
I want to see the win-loss and KD ratios. Am I the only one? Because I think that we're like MLG level, like top 0.1%.
We should be. These other countries aren't at war constantly.
Yeah,
they're noobs.
That's what I was thinking the other day.
There's a lot of countries that join in that Americans don't know about, though, right? Like almost every war that America has been in, Canada's fought with you.
Yeah,
but you don't hear that as much, right?
I think y'all gotta brag more.
I wonder how many people as
the longest sniper kills a Canadian. Like he should be big dick in it everywhere.
Like, do you have
Canadians don't walk that? Like, don't do that. Like, you don't hear
for that though. You should.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's how when you're in Canada, like you don't know anybody's a vet. Like nobody walks around and
y'all don't have the license plates and hats.
We have license plates. They've got the poppy on it, but there's no shirts or coats or anything like that.
Flags?
No, none of it.
Thank you for your service.
No, I didn't serve.
We're very serious.
No, I mean, I'm saying like they say, thank you for your service.
Oh,
yeah.
That would be
Canadians are very subdued when it comes to the military. They're very hush hush about it.
We're all about it.
But it's fair.
Love it.
But on the other hand, when I'm the paintball events, there's tons of vets in it, right? And some of my best friends, Army Airborne and everything like that. And I hear some insane stories. And these guys I've played with Army Rangers in paintball, and they go at it hard. You know what I mean? And it's almost like a thing of pride when I can last in the bush with these guys for 2 days in 110 degrees in California playing, right? So it's like.
Do that.
I've heard from stories from all different types of wars. I've heard from guys who were in Mogadishu. I've and it's like it's always amazed me, and it's like wow, it's just to be in their presence sometime is an honor. You know what I mean? So
I was talking the other day about my brother is 18 months older than me, but it's a whole different generation. It's weird. He was born in 1959. I was born in 61. So it's very close, and it's only 18 months. But he is from a whole nother generation. It's the weirdest thing. And he's entered that point in his life. He served in the Army. He was 82nd Airborne in 1979. He went in. And never heard, he got out, never said anything for fucking decades. Now he's got the hat, 82nd Airborne, like he's that guy now. That goes in, and it's fun. It's just all of a sudden you reach an age where guys that had served go like, yeah, fuck it, I served, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the Stolen Valor videos?
Oh God,
yeah,
brutal. Yeah. I can't watch them. Not because I don't have any sympathy for it, but it's embarrassing.
Same thing with Catch a Predator. Like I don't know which is more cringy, but
which is